if you think about the day, all these thoughts that pop into your minds, the great majority of them aren't even real. So once you realize that you have control over them and you can flip any situation into a positive, because there literally is good in everything. And once you kind of change that perspective, there's lessons to be learned in everything. It changes, your just your overall attitude about everything. I go through highs and lows on the daily. There's some days that I'm super stoked. Some days I feel horrible. And when I think back and I try to identify any differences within the day, there really isn't any difference. There's no difference. I don't have more money. I don't have less money. I don't have more friends. I don't have less friends. Everything is the same. The only difference is I'm feeling weak in my mind. I lost control of that. So as soon as I can identify that and I can wheel it back in and just remember what my purpose is, the day gets that much better. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to really be willing to ask questions and dig deep. I wasn't always like that. I thought I had my shit together all the time. I was humbled about this time last year, which allowed me to do a lot of soul searching. So that's kind of where I started on this inward path to try to discover some of these weaknesses that I kind of always thought were strengths, and helped me uncover a lot. So like Viktor Frankl says, the only real thing that we can control is our attitude. So flip some things upside down. When you think it's bad, look for the good, and it ends up being all good. So much of it is out of our control. The only thing we can control is our mindset, and really just believing that. And when you really believe that, that is all you really attempt to control. And by not trying to control all the other shit, you can find the energy to really focus and look inward and try to change that. Choosing the days that are good and the days that are bad, and trying to figure out what the difference is. And once you really look at it in an honest perspective, there isn't any difference. The only difference is in your mind, And then once you start looking for the good, you really do realize that there is so much good in all of it. In the failures, in the bad decisions you've made, there's always something that is good that comes out of it, And that all starts with your perspective and your mindset, and kind of controlling those thoughts as best you can. So